We're going to begin tonight, though, with the request for the new trial. It's kind of been the news of the week regarding Karmelo Anthony. Day number 2 of that hearing, as I just mentioned, wrapped up without a decision, by the way, from the judge so far, but he will make one. Amelia McGavro, live for us, Collin County Courthouse tonight. I know you spent considerable time listening to the closing of the lawyers today. What can you tell us?
Yeah, Doug, there was really some considerable tension on both sides, especially during the cross-examination of the prosecution's only witness that we heard from during the course of this hearing, as well as the closing arguments. And first, I want to touch on the closing arguments, since that is what we just heard from before this hearing wrapped up for this week. So first, both parties really argued that they did not violate what they referred to as Waller, which references U.S. Supreme Court case Waller versus Georgia that protects the right of a public trial. The state argued they did not violate Waller during June's murder trial, and they say the defense had the right to object at any point for the security procedures during the trial, but they did not, and only filed an objection days after the trial, which they said was way too late. Then the defense said Waller was violated because the overflow room that was closed to the public, and said there was not an adequate reason for that to be closed under the law. One of the biggest points, though, the defense attorney Russell Wilson made was that Karmelo Anthony had to witness a major argument between both sides right before he was supposed to take the stand. And that argument was over an oral gentleman's agreement for both sides to withhold evidence about Karmelo Anthony and the victim's past history and violent history that we've seen in the evidentiary testimony. And ultimately, Russell Wilson says that argument tainted Anthony's trust in the prosecution to give him a fair back and forth and Q&A during while he took the stand. So that was ultimately their main point during their closing arguments. Doug?
Amelia, sorry for the delay there. We had to get the microphone punched up. Sorry. Take us a little more inside those tense moments that you were describing. A little deeper on that, if you could.
Yeah, so Wilson and Bill Werski, who is the lead prosecutor during the murder trial and also during this appeal hearing, basically they had a back and forth with the fact of that gentleman's agreement, really getting into the nitty-gritty details on wording. And at one point, it was a very long back and forth. And I wrote down what Werski said at the stand, because at one point he just said, look, it's 5 p.m. on a Friday night. I'm tired. I want to go home. And then Russell Wilson replies, but you're the one who decided to be a witness for the prosecution. So just a little bit of tension there of just how long this went. I mean, we didn't wrap up until 6:20 this afternoon, or this evening, you could argue. So it was definitely a long day for both sides in the courtroom today.
Yeah, and obviously everybody wants to know, okay, when is the decision coming, as though we have a crystal ball. But the judge did tip his hand a little bit. As far as what comes next, what can you tell us about what the judge said regarding a plan to make a decision?
Yeah, Judge Chitty, he said that the clock is ticking and they are right there at the deadline to make a decision. So he says he's going to take all the evidence. He asked both sides to kind of dog tag the main evidence that he can see and review as at the top of his list, and he's going to go through all of that. And he said he's actually going to make a decision by tomorrow. So we might be able to know by tomorrow if Karmelo Anthony definitely does get another murder trial. Doug?
Or perhaps not. All right. Amelia McGavro, thanks very much.
Perhaps not.
Yeah, latest update there for us from the courtroom. And just as always, we're just a click away. If we're not on air, get to us online anytime at cbsnewstexas.com, especially